Hello, this is Jessica. This is my first video, but I'm walking through the steps of doing the yeast starter for my husband who's at work today. He wants to brew tomorrow-ish, so I'm starting his yeast culture today. So in the pan we have a liter of water and a half cup of DME. We brought that to a boil, and it's been on the stove boiling for 18 minutes. It looks like it's got 2 minutes left. Over here we have the pieces being sanitized. We have the flask and the thermometer, and the top of the yeast bag, scissors, foam stopper, stir plate, a piece of foil for the top of the flask. Those have all been in there for almost 20 minutes too now. I started them about the time I started the boiling. We'll be chilling in the sink, and we have the container of ice that will add so that we can bring the temperature of the starter down so we can pitch the yeast. So hopefully I'm not missing any steps, but if I am, now my husband will know exactly what kind of trouble I got him into. Alright, we're back again. I've now put the wort into the flask in the ice bath, and I'm filling it up a little bit to try to get the wort temperature to come down. You can see that already the wort temperature is about 175-ish, somewhere in there. And we want it to come down a lot so that we don't kill the yeast when we pitch it in. So now's the waiting game. We'll shut the water off now that the water is approaching the level of the wort. And we'll proceed to swirl and wait. This is the swirl. Yay, swirl! So it's been a couple of minutes already, and you can see that it's down below 120. We got a little bit longer to wait, but it just occurred to me we probably could have just stuck it outside in a snowbank. Oh well. Next update. Looks like we're below 90 degrees now, so we're almost there. We're going to try to get to 70 before we pitch. So, not too much longer now. Then we will pitch the yeast and we'll move downstairs to where we have my husband's awesome stir plate set up. Alright, looks like we've hit our 70 degrees. We're actually a little bit below. So I'm going to be pulling this out of the sink, and then we're going to be snipping the top of the bag and pitching the yeast. Alright, we've pitched the yeast into the flask with our starter wort, and we replaced the foil top with the foam stopper now. One thing to note, I don't know if you can hear and or see it, but we've placed the stir plate magnet in there. We did that back before I put the wort in. I sanitized the thing, so like my husband says, no bugs, I guess. One other thing to note, American lager yeast, very smelly stuff, and not in a good way. Maybe Google needs to work on capturing smells next. Alright, down to the stir plate. So here is my husband's mad scientist lab. You can see one of the projects he's working on. Oh, sneak peek. Anyway, here is his stir plate. It's a fan with some magnets on it. And put this on there. And you could feel it that the magnets kind of snap to each other once I place the flask there. And now we'll use our very high-tech power supply to get that baby started. There, the fan started spinning, and we kick the magnet. Stop and start over. I have to say, probably don't have my husband's talent for this. It's my first time ever. The fan spinning. And I think we're good now. You can kind of see it starting to swirl on top. Good sign. Now, we'll just let the yeast do their things.